Alright, people, so I'm here with your Raw review. I don't even know what the fuck date it was. Like I said, I've been behind on, sometimes I just don't feel like watching these shows, and then I get caught up and whatever. It's really sad that a person who's been watching this shit for so long now has been subjecting myself to this torture for so long now is, we're right in the middle of WrestleMania, which is like the World Series of, the Super Bowl of wrestling. And I'm not even enthusiastic about this shit anymore. Not like I was that enthusiastic about it before, but it's like now there's just nothing there. No excitement at all. And I will explain why there is no excitement here. And I'm referring to the end of the show, but we'll get to that. We'll climax up to that. So we got Jericho and Owens cutting a promo to begin the show. It was a good way. I thought it was a good way to start the show. I think the value of a good promo is very much undervalued now in WWE. You rarely get two guys out there just talking for 10 or 15, 20 minutes long. I mean, promos are a big part of wrestling, and they don't use them enough. So Jericho asked for an explanation. I thought Owens gave a good explanation. It made him seem like a bad guy. I thought it was funny how he's like, I could have taken you out and made sure your career was over, but I spared you. I didn't destroy you because I'm a good person. That was funny. But no, I thought it was good. He says, I used you. You were... like at the same time he's being funny, and he's being like a great heel. He's like, if it makes you feel any better, you were a really great tool. That was a good one, but that's what I like about Owens. He's a great promo. So I thought Owens had a good explanation. He like I said, he went on to say you were never my best friend and shit like that. So then, we get a brawl between these two guys, and Samoa Joe comes out to help Owens, and then Sami Zayn comes out to help Jericho. It was pretty much a nothing brawl. I mean, the only reason they added is to create the two matches. But like I said, a good way to start the show. Then we have Owens defeating Sami Zayn in a short match. It was only 4 minutes long. I gave it 1 out of 5 stars. And you could, at least Owens looked good in this match. He looked destructive. He powerbombed Zayn twice. And yeah, it is an at least, because we cannot forget about what happened the day before this when that idiot Goldberg beat Kevin Owens. A disgraceful decision on WWE's part there. Just a terrible decision. So at the same time, Owens, it's like this is what we needed to see out of Owens. While he was champion. Too little, too late, WWE. Way too fucking little. Because, like I said, Goldberg beat Owens at Fastlane. So, whatever they do on Raw, the next day isn't going to be anywhere close to substantial, to fixing this mistake. Then Neville defeats Swant for the Cruiserweight belt. I thought it was a good match. It was 6 minutes and 50 seconds long. Thought it could have been longer, especially since it's a championship match. I would have given it 10 or 15 minutes. But, it was still a good cruiserweight match here. And, hey, look at that. You give the matches longer than 3 minutes, they actually end up being, halfway decent matches. And then after the match, I thought it was a good moment as well. You had Austin Aries coming out there, and Neville's giving him some shit, and Aries punches him, which was cool to see. That was a good thing. So, yeah, overall, I thought that was very good. One of the better cruiserweight segments. How often do we see a good cruiserweight segment? Very rarely. So that was good. Then we have Lesnar, Heyman, and Goldberg cutting a promo. This was just a garbage promo. This is an indication of how this feud and match at Reigns is going to go, and that's like shit. It was like a 5-minute promo. First you have Goldberg out there doing his normal stick, and then eventually Heyman and Lesnar both come out, and then they cut like a fucking 5-minute promo. Heyman does his normal thing. Oh, it's a spoiler, not a prediction. I'm so sick of hearing that. He says that every fucking match. I get it. So it was like a 5-minute promo, and then at the end, Goldberg gets F5'd, and then this made me mad. He gets up in like 2 minutes. He doesn't even sell it. I mean, this is like he's Superman now. I mean, what the fuck? Like, I'm so sick of this. This happens a lot. You know, somebody takes a finisher, and then, like, in a minute, they're up. It's like, it's their fucking finisher. You have to sell it. You have to be down for longer than a fucking minute. It's like he hits it, and then he's already moving. He's, like, fucking already getting up. He's in the process of getting up. Just pissed me the fuck off. So, yeah, that was a bad segment there, just altogether. Then we have Gallows and Anderson versus Enzo and Cass, ending in a disqualification. It was 4 minutes long. It was a boring match. Cesaro and Sheamus come down for some interference there. Just your typical fucking tag team division, cookie cutter division with nothing out of the ordinary. Everything's so normal, normal and boring and bland. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So that sucked. Tozawa defeats Daivari, and just there we go, right back to the 2-minute cruiserweight matches again. It was 2 minutes and 15 seconds, 0 out of 5 stars. This Tozawa guy is so fucking annoying. He makes me want to rip my fucking head off. Stop fucking screaming. You're making me scream now. So annoying. The New Day, the New Day. How fucking terrible are the New Day now? I mean, I talked about this in my Fastlane review. You have Biggie Langston out there fucking making out with a fucking ice cream thing. With the bicycle. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? That's fucking weird as hell. I mean, who the fuck makes out with a fucking ice cream container? Oh my god. And that's basically what they do now, is go around promoting ice cream. That's their fucking gimmick. I mean, what a great gimmick that is. Who the fuck cares? I mean, if you're trying to, I mean, these guys were just the tag team champions. Now they're going around in every one of their promos talking about motherfucking ice cream. I mean, this is fucking wrestling. This is not Dairy Queen. It's wrestling. If you want to get somebody over, you don't talk about ice cream 24/7. Oh my. And then they defeat the shitty Stars in 1 minute and 20 seconds. That's great. Break them up. Get rid of them. Do something different. This sucks. 0 out of 5 stars. Then we had the Divas promo. It's basically just an argument over who's going to be in the main event of WrestleMania. You know, Foley wants one thing. Stephanie wants one thing. Charlotte wants this. I'm tired of hearing about it. So there's controversy over what happened at Fastlane. Yeah, no shit, there's controversy. There's controversy from the Ruthless Ranter because that ending made no fucking sense whatsoever. Why the fuck would Sasha Banks come down to interfere if she's a babyface? Why would she use a heel tactic to help Bayley win? Just makes no sense. You know, if it's a babyface, why would they use a heel tactic? So, you know, you got Stephanie McMahon, you know, mad at Mick Foley, and then Mick Foley goes, "Oh, I've got a great idea. How about we do, you know, since Bayley's champion, how about we do Sasha versus Charlotte, and then the winner will be #1 contender." And Stephanie McMahon, you know, she's mad at Mick Foley like every fucking opportunity. She goes, "What a great idea, Mick Foley." Like, what do you mean a great idea? That's a fucking obvious idea. I mean, everybody could think of that shit. This is without, you know, the gimmick is Stephanie gets mad at Mick Foley, you know, like every fucking second of the day. You know, Mick Foley just takes abuse from Stephanie. It's almost like Mick Foley has a second wife now, Stephanie McMahon. I mean, I'm sure Mick Foley's taking more shit from Stephanie now than his wife. You know, so going by the gimmick that they're doing, if I was Stephanie and I was writing this shit, I would be like, "Hey, Mick, obviously, that's the most basic fucking idea ever. I mean, everybody could think of that. You fucking dumbass." That's what I would say. Now, obviously, you can't say fucking dumbass because it's a PG product, but something like that. So the promo was pretty dumb, pretty basic. Nothing got accomplished, really. Except they said they were going to have, you know, they said for sure Charlotte's in the match at Mania, but if Banks beats Bayley, then she'll be in the match too. So we get Sasha Banks defeating Bayley in just a boring fucking match. I mean, that was just slow, boring, pretty uneventful. I gave it a half star out of 5. It was 9 minutes and 40 seconds long, and this is what I'm talking about with builds. First off, you've gotten yourself in a corner because you only have the potential to have a 4-week build to Mania. And you've already fucked it up for 1 week because you spent this week just creating the match. So now we only have 3 weeks to build to this match. Instead, you should have just had the triple threat right off the fucking bat. Just put them all in the fucking matches. There. It's going to be Charlotte, Sasha, Bayley at Mania, triple threat match. Boom, boom, boom. That would have saved us time, and then we could have started the build 1 week early. Or we could have just not had that fucking terrible Fastlane pay-per-view to begin with. But we're not going to talk about that forever. Then we have a Triple H satellite promo, which was basically the same promo he cut a week or two ago with Seth Rollins. He tells him if he shows up at Mania, he'll be, gone. He'll be fucked up. He praises the doctors for, how great they are, and he says Rollins should listen to them. And then he also says Rollins calls himself names, like the man or whatever, the future. And then, versus with him, people called him names. So Rollins, makes up his own names. Other people called Triple H the cerebral assassin, etc., etc., etc. I mean, he had a couple decent lines in there, like the one I just mentioned. But, I mean, overall, it was basically the same shit that we heard a week or two ago. I mean, just pointless. Pretty much for the most part, the waste of time. So, I mean, it was a mediocre promo. And it was on satellite too. And as we all know, I am not a fan of promos that aren't live. Or that are on, backstage promos or whatever the fuck. Then Samoa Joe defeats Chris Jericho. A fucking 4-minute match. Your main event is a 4-minute match. Your last match of the night's a 4-minute match. What the fuck? 0 out of 5 stars for this one. I mean, you got to give it longer than 4 fucking minutes, people. I mean, this is ridiculous. So you had a count-out ending, and then after the match, you get a code breaker. Jericho gives a code breaker on Samoa Joe. I mean, it's just a waste of time. 4 minutes long. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. 0 out of 5 stars. And then you get the last segment. So you get Braun Strowman coming out there, and then you hear the Undertaker's music. I'm like, oh great. They're going to do Undertaker versus Braun Strowman at Mania. I'm like, that's not the match I want to see. But you're thinking, well, at least it's better than Roman Reigns, right? And then I see Braun Strowman leave the ring. And then you hear that the fucking malignant cancer's music, the malignant cancer of WWE, that is Roman Reigns. You hear his music sound and you're like, oh no. They're really going through with this shit. I mean, ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. So Reigns comes out and confronts The Undertaker. Says it's his yard. The only redeeming part of this is we saw Roman Reigns get chokeslammed. But I mean, I've already yelled so much about it. It's hard to get my voice up. But I mean, you come to expect this shit from WWE right now. They could have not have picked a worse opponent for The Undertaker than Roman Reigns. Braun Strowman would have been way better. Cena would have been a good opponent. AJ Styles, Kevin Owens would have been good. Anybody. But fucking Roman Reigns. Everywhere Roman Reigns goes, he fucks things up. And I cannot believe Roman Reigns is now feuding and is going to face The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns does not even deserve to unclog Undertaker's toilet. He does not even deserve to fucking be the janitor in the bathroom that Undertaker shits in. You get what I'm saying? He doesn't deserve to be in this fucking company to begin with. The only reason he's here is because, he's related to The Rock. The Rock. So fuck Roman Reigns. Fuck whoever made this the decision to put him in the match with The Undertaker, because Roman Reigns does not deserve to be in a match with The Undertaker. He doesn't deserve to be in the same fucking state as The Undertaker is in. Obviously, I'm exaggerating. But obviously, it really isn't. I'm making a point that Roman Reigns sucks and he aggravates me. And the fact that they keep putting him in key positions, even though He gets his ass booed every fucking week. Just proves how dumb and how much sense is in the creative team. And I could answer that. How much sense is in the creative team? None. None whatsoever. So there you go, people. You get what I'm saying. I'm not going to go on forever. It's same old WWE. You come to expect this now. Dumbass decisions. And this is why the ratings keep going down. So there you go, people. There's your Raw review. It sucked. And I cannot wait to watch next week's Raw. And that was sarcasm. Because I don't give a shit about next week's Raw. Because I know it's going to suck. I mean, the matches are terrible. Reigns versus Undertaker. Lesnar versus Goldberg. Shit matches. Shit feuds. Shit creative decisions. So fuck WWE. Fuck Goldberg. Fuck Vince McMahon. And fuck Roman Reigns. So there you go, people. There's your Raw review.